Himangi and I started Jungle Bells 5 years ago with the support of our friend Sanjay Deshpande. Our vision was to increase awareness about wildlife and forests in the minds of urban women.
Hi, this is Himangi Vartak. Under Jungle Bells, we do a lot of activities related to wildlife and nature exclusively for women. We have shorter excursions to destinations in and around Pune. We also have longer trips to different kinds of forests in India. Plus, we have trips to birding destinations. Under the awareness vertical, we do a lot of awareness lecture series in colleges, institutes, and schools regarding awareness of wildlife and nature. We also do online webinars, we do in-person events, film screenings, photography workshops, and a lot more. Under conservation vertical, we do donation drives, use clothes, use shoes, or a lot of other donations in terms of backpacks and mosquito repellents and gum boots and umbrellas, sweaters to the forest department. So in this way we help our wee bit. It's our contribution towards wildlife and nature. Going ahead, we see Jungle Bells growing as a stronger community, and we hope that we can motivate a lot of women to join us and stepping into nature and wildlife and also getting their me time.
Everyone. This is Madhulika, and I welcome you all on the Zoom webinar platform organized by Jungle Bells. So before we move ahead, I request everyone to please switch off your cameras and turn off your microphones so that we can take a seamless experience of today's session. All right. So the session is hosted by Jungle Bells and supported by Sanjeevani Developers. So let's see what is Jungle Bells. So Jungle Bells is a Pune-based venture exclusively designed by women and started by women Himangi Vartak and Aarti Karve. We conduct women-only trips to all the wildlife destinations across India. Also, we take nature-based tours in and around Pune. The main objectives of our venture are to promote wildlife tourism, wildlife conservation, and wildlife awareness through urban women. We also work in collaboration with In Search Outdoors, Aranmai Wilderness Safaris, and other big brands who are into tribal industry. So we take all the trips to wildlife jungle, to wildlife destinations. So for more information, you can connect with us on 77560 Moving ahead, this webinar is supported by Sanjeevani Developers. Established in 2004, The Sanjeevani team is now 20 years young as they believe business is more just than making money, and every new day is a new opportunity for them to create something better. That is modest home for their clients. Today, Sanjeevani Group is engaged in homemaking, redevelopment, eateries, workspaces, and wildlife conservation too. Mr. Sanjay Deshpande is the founder of this real estate brand. He is a civil engineer with 35 years of experience and an environmentalist with a deep passion for wildlife. Next in line, the second generation featuring Mr. Rohit Deshpande, Mr. Rohan Deshpande, and Mr. Rohit Mahajan continues the legacy of the management ahead. Moreover, the company is a part of several conservation-oriented initiatives and is proudly associated with Jungle Bells. Today's topic is wildlife in and around Pune, and we have a forest official with us, Mr. Tushar Chavan. Let's see the highlights of his profile. He completed his BTech degree from 2005 to 2009. He has secured All India first rank in ICAR exam. He has pursued an MSc degree in water science and technology from IARI New Delhi. Completed his PhD scholar with DST Inspire Fellowship. Has secured All India 12 rank in the UPSC Indian Forest Service exam. He is from 2013 IFS batch, Maharashtra Kadar. His previous postings were at Gondia, Gadchiroli, Nashik, and Pune. He is currently posted as Deputy Conservator of Forest, Pune Wildlife. Also, he is the first IFS Ironman. So this is all about his wonderful achievements. A very good evening, sir, and welcome on the Zoom webinar platform. Without a further ado, let's take the conversation ahead. I request Hemangi ma'am to please continue. Thank you.
Good evening, Tushar sir.
Good evening.
So we are so very privileged to have you. I totally understand that with your hectic schedules and a lot of other things, but you made this time available for us. So I'm really indebted to you. Also, we wanted a lot of people to know about, we keep on conducting a lot of topics of wildlife overall in India and all, but basic Pune and what is all around us, people just know general. We wanted to get in depth into it. So thank you so much again, and right away we will start off. So I just wanted to ask you, what made you get into this IFS and pursue it?
Yes. Basically, I am from the rural background. I belong to the Satara district. I grown up with the nature, a lot of rivers, lot of trees around, lot of agriculture fields around. So when I was pursuing my PhD in Delhi, that time I thought I can give a try for the examination in UPSC, and I thought about giving exam, and I come to know across the IFS examination from my senior, and I gave it, and in a very few attempts, first two attempts I cracked it and I got the home cadre. So I decided to continue in the Indian Forest Service. I was also selected to go into states, US, for the pursuing my higher education, but I opted to stay in India and serve the nature. That was my liking for the subjects, and I chose to become an IFS officer, and I stayed in the service.
All right. That is really creditable. I think even if you had that option of going abroad, and getting selected, you still continue to be here. That is because we see the brain drain happening all over us, or all surrounding us. But there are very few people who are that committed. So that is really incredible. So where was your first posting, and do you have any interesting incident which is attached to it?
Yes, I had first my two consecutive postings in Nakshal area. First one is in the Gondia, and the second one is Gadchiroli. But I went there as a choice. I went there for my initial posting so that I can learn and I can contribute to the society. Especially in the Gadchiroli, I used to work for the forest and for the people, because Gadchiroli demands the different kind of mindset of the officer to work in such kind of areas. First thing is that it is so remote from the so-called human civilization, which is driving towards the cities and the malls and the shoppings. All these centers are not available there. So you are totally isolated with the so-called a modern civilization, and you are staying actually in the jungle,
Correct.
actually working for the people who are the underprivileged, who are the not aware about the developments going in and around. So working for the people, uplifting the people, looking for the economical development of people, and as well as the protection of the forest, the protection of the wildlife, the reaching of the schemes of the government to the people. Even though I was working in the as a forest sector in my main objective, but I conducted lot many health camps in the Gadchiroli. I conducted lot many educational awareness drives in the Gadchiroli. Lot many good
Okay.
hospitals present over in the Nagpur or the Hyderabad. We used to tie up then and we used to take a remote location camp, so that the
Right.
lot many diseases they are not aware. They are just
Right.
taking the nature call on that. So
Right.
we made available the good doctors to them. We diagnosed the people. Also, we gave the facility to go and operate themselves in the big cities. For the health,
Right.
I work. For the education, I used to go to every schools and the colleges over there. I used to give the lectures, how one can improve themselves, which are the new subjects they can study, which are the branches they can study, which are the career opportunities they study. And I'm very fortunate because of this initiative. One of the students working over there, he got influenced for the forest service and he got selected into RFO. And
Okay.
recently, one of them got selected into class one service as a ACF in the forest service
Wow.
also. Some
Okay.
of them got selected into other services also, but being selected in the forest sector, that too from the Gadchiroli, it gives the different kind of environment because
Right.
who knows forest better than them?
Correct.
And they are in the service. So working in the area, they have a lot many difficulties as a Nakshal problem is there. You are always on the target list of the Nakshal. Because of my
Right.
approach, and I used to approach people through the rural background, so people used to come and discuss with me and
Hmm.
they used to tell me the problem. I used to solve them. And what happened because I was quite young and a young officer used to post over there, so my batchmates in ESP police or in the IS, even though IS Tambor, he was collector Vijapur that time, he is from Pune. So we used to hang up together, we used to try to solve the problems together. So some people feel Nakshal like that he is the officer who is coordinating all the government efforts together, so we
Yeah.
will target him. And they
Right.
had over their networks, and police also do have their intelligence network. They came to know Nakshal will target me.
Wow.
So
Okay.
immediately, then SP wrote to the government, and government got to know that this officer is in, his life is in danger. So within
Hmm.
2 years, I got transferred from the Gadchiroli to Nashik. So
Okay.
I was not willing to come out to Gadchiroli, but government transferred me because of the threat issues. So that
Okay.
was a thing which happened with me in Gadchiroli. Yes, do these kind of threats do exist, and people should take cognizance of it and they act accordingly. Otherwise,
Right.
the working officer's life is in danger in that place.
Right. Right.
Yes.
This is really, I don't know what to say, but the mental fitness more than, of course the physical is there. We'll come to that in the end because you're also very, very mentally fit. You've done your Ironman, so I
Yes.
can definitely relate to what you've said right now, how you would have taken that gut chiroli posting and how you would have taken it ahead. So this is
Yes.
kind of a, an example for a lot of people who feel also the reality that what actually happens, because this is the first time I've heard it from someone who's been posted in Gadchiroli that these all things happen. This
Yeah.
is because we've just heard stories like it's very terrorizing and this thing, but someone, a person like you who has already worked over there and all, this is really incredible. We'll move to the next question. So, can you please give some insight about wildlife and its types in and around Pune? So, I'll share your presentation. Maybe you can
Yes.
talk with that. One
Yes.
minute.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
just hold on.
I will start narrating unless not your presentation loads.
Yes, it is 1 minute.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. That is
Yeah.
right. Please make it full screen.
Full screen, yeah, 1 minute. Huh? You can start till that time. I'll just
Yeah.
share, make it full screen.
Basically, we all know that Pune is a district which is located uh, in the central place where the Western Ghats are there, where the grasslands are there, where the rain shadow area is there, and the rainfall area is there. So Pune, the entire Pune landscape, we will not per se as a district, but Pune landscape is a very unique landscape in Maharashtra, where almost 2 3 climatic zones, 2 3 vegetation zones do exist over here. Basically, if we see the western part of the Pune, then Mawar, Murshi, Bhor, Vella, these all parts having the good rainfall, having the western Ghat ecosystem zone. Then if we see the eastern part of the Pune landscape, that is Indapur, Baramati, and the southern Solapur parts, then the Fulton of the part of the Satara, Dahiwadi, Khatgaon, Man. These all are the rain shadow areas having the good number of grassland, and the grassland ecosystem is present over there. Then if we see the transition zones between the two different landscapes, we had man-made lakes and lot many dams over present over there, like a Khadak Basla we have, like a Bushi Dam we have, like a different kinds of dam we have. And these dams do create the different kind of ecosystem. It is a wetland ecosystem. This ecosystem is very important, though some of them are created by the man and some of them are naturally existing. These kind of ecosystems are present over there. Next slide, please. Basically speaking, the first kind of vegetation that we all know, the forest ecosystem, that is the first ecosystem which is present over there in the Western Ghat. And the second ecosystem which is present over there is the grassland ecosystem. The predominant land is habited by the different kind of species in the grassland. Third slide, please. Yes. Can you make it full screen?
I just tried right now, but I think I'm unable to.
Yes, that one.
This one, right?
This one, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Next slide, please. When we talk about the Western Ghat ecosystem, we know that Western Ghats are very unique, and they have the different kind of landscape. This is the symbolic picture of the Western Ghat. We have the jungles, small amount of grassland, some peaks are present over there. Next one. UNESCO World Heritage Site is there. As we know, the hottest hotspots of the biological diversity in the world are present in the Western Ghat ecosystem. We have around span in the Maharashtra, which is around 1600 kilometers, spreading from the Gujarat to the Tamil Nadu for the Western Ghat ecosystem, which has the various diversity, like Indian giant squirrel is the flaxseed species present over there. Then Malabar grey hornbill is present over there. King cobras are there, and this ecosystem plays very good role in the climate management, climatic change management. Next. We have the different species present over there. If we think about the Maharashtra, we have the around 5 to 6 districts present in the Western Ghat ecosystem. That is starting from the Nashik, Dhule, Jalgaon, Pune, Satara, Sangli, ranging up to the Ratnagiri and down. These all are the Western Ghat ecosystem, which gives the bifurcation in the Maharashtra from the Konkan region to the rest of the region, and which gives the elevational gain to the Maharashtra and the Deccan Peninsula. Very significant role, because two major rivers in the Maharashtra, that is Godavari and Krishna, both of them are originated from the Western Ghat ecosystem, which has a very rich diversity of the species. Next. If we see the protected areas in the Western Ghat, first protected area is the Bhimashankar Wildlife Sanctuary. which is very known for the Bara Jyotirling, that is Bhima Shankar Jyotirling, and which has a very rich diversity of the flora and fauna. Then the newly created Tamini Wildlife Sanctuary. Then south in the Satara district, it's the Koina Wildlife Sanctuary. Then Sandoli and Radhanagari Wildlife Sanctuaries in the Kolhapur district. Next one. When we think about the in-between landscape that I earlier told, the wetlands, initially people were thinking that wetlands are of no use. People used to encroach on the wetlands. People used to say that what kind of these lands are there. No one can do the cropping. No one can do the rest of the arrangement. But these are the very unique landscapes. Wetlands are very, very important. We have a lot many migratory birds coming to the wetlands, especially in the Ujni backwater, especially in the Khadakwasla backwater. We have a lot many migratory birds coming over there and staying, having their willowing in the particular area, laying their eggs and having the offspring coming over there. Next one. Some of the wetland species that I already mentioned, they are here, but because of the changing the situation, a lot many pollutant loads are coming from the cities to these areas. These are the wetlands flooded with the invasive species also. So as a department, we are very, very concerned about the invasive species eradication in the area, awareness generation for the species upliftment and indigenous species plantation in the area. And the major problem we are facing, like a fishing activity and the fishing of some
Right.
particular kind of fish in the Ujni backwater, so that the local fishes are getting affected because of the liking of the particular kind of fish in the area. We are promoting the activity for the better biodiversity in the fishery activities in the particular area. Next one. This next one, please. Next. That I told earlier, invasive species, not necessary that all invasive species are harmful, but some of them indeed they are harmful, and we are uh, uh, considering them as alien species which are creating damage to our own biodiversity, and which we are
Right.
restricting from the spreading. Next one. Yes, this slide indicates that around 16.2 percent extinction are driven because of the invasive alien species. So, what the loads are given because of the encroachment, biotic pressure, and other kind of loads, but the major load, that is 16% load, is coming out of the invasive alien species, and the rest of the threats are kept aside. So invasive species eradication is the big operation we are carried on in and around Pune. Next one. Next, we will move to the grassland habitat. Actually, this
Right.
presentation, I am emphasizing more on the grassland because lot many people
Correct.
are aware about the forest ecosystem very well. So we will move
Yes.
to the grassland habitat. Next one. This is the map. This map
Hmm.
shows the total 10% of India's open natural ecosystem. They are traditional grasslands present over in the India. And they were categorized as the wastelands by the Britishers because their own mode of operation in India was different. So wastelands are not the actually useless land. They are the very helpful land for the grassland species. Next. Next slide. I will show some of the pictures for the realization of the what kind of different kind of grasslands available over in the Maharashtrian Deccan Peninsula. This is the Yeola
Right.
Manmad. I work in the Nashik also. Nashik has the 3-4 tehsils which has the very good grassland. One is the Yeola, one is the Nandgaon, one is the Malegaon, one is the Chandwad. These all the tehsil having the very good grassland species, having the small shrub in between, and which is a very good population, which harbors very good population of the blackbirds. Next one. Then Dhavalpuri in Ahmednagar, which is very, very famous for the jackals, hyenas, then Indian grey wolves. These all species are available here in very abundant area. Next one. Then Masbad. Masbad is a very unique kind of grassland. Normally, shepherd community roam around and in Masbad area, and which is very good number of population of Indian grey wolf is present over here.
Right.
Next one. Satara, you know all the caste plateau and the floral diversity of the area. But these kind of images we are seeing lot many pavanchakkis are coming for the wind energy harvesting. Lot of grids of the electricity department are coming over and going through it. So it is restricting the flight of the birds. It is restricting the movement of the
Yeah.
animal. We actually cannot avoid all the kind of development. So allowing little bit and protecting lot money of diversity is our primary motto. Next one. This is the Hampi. If you say go down to the south, Hampi grasslands are very different. They are predominantly dominated by the stones, and the rest of the area are the grassland vegetations. Next one. We had seen the lot many different kind of grassland for the visualization. Now we will see the wetlands. Actually, I already told you these are the degraded lands. There is no more vegetation. Predominant trees are not over there. But there are so many diversity which are resilient when you go and stay in the areas. Next one. Then what is the urgency to save the grasslands? Grasslands are lot many, they are abundant. People are having the schemes in these areas, plottings are going on. Wherever you go to the grassland area nearby, all where there are the plottings, all the poles are there, and people have started agriculturing the lands, people started developing the lands. But exactly, these ecosystems are not wastelands. We have to protect them, and India lost around 31% of them. That is 56.5 lakh hectare grasslands we lost in last from the 10 years from 2005 to 15. So we lost 31%. Maybe last 10 years we lost more than 20%. So right now we are on the worst to we lost already 50% of them. So rest
Right.
50% we have to ensure that they will be surviving. Next one. Encroachment by invasive species is very prominent in this area. So if you see the picture, the Prosopis julifera, they prolific like anything. So because of them, the habitat getting distorted. So this kind of habitat is not used by the black bugs, not used by the chinkaras, not used by the wolves. These kind of environment is only used by the wild pigs, and wild pigs they go and do harm in the cropping pattern, uh, and farmers got agitated. So because of the invasive species, all the ecosystem is distorted. Next one. Then high density plantation. Government carried the 50 crore plantation drive and planted so many trees in the open areas also, which I strongly against them. Grassland should remain as a grassland. We should not convert the
Right.
grassland to the tree areas.
3 areas.
Next one. Then these are the open natural ecosystem. People livelihood is dependent on them. Carbon storage is dependent on them, and the biodiversity conservation is going through them. Next one. These are the pictures for the various grasslands present over in Maharashtra. Next one. Then we have to protect grasslands, and to protect grassland, we have to protect the people who are dependent on them. Like we have shepherd community, we have to conserve them. We have to give rotational grazing kind of pattern to them, so that our grasslands will be secure and the peoples can be secure also. Next one. Next one. The same thing I explained. Next one. Yes, there is the importance of to protect grasslands. Generally, we see forested landscape gives the good carbon sequestration, but definitely grasses also have the good carbon sequestration. They do carbon sequestration underground. If you see, grasses roots are there for the up to the 5 feet deep down. So they
Hmm.
give the good carbon in the soil and they trap carbon in the soil. Even though fire season is there, the topsoil will be burned, but the roots are intact. So carbon sequestration is good in the grassland ecosystem. Next one. Then the grasslands are important for the that I told, and the water efficient also. A lot of water percolation is there because of the grasslands. Next one. Next one. Yes, different kind of unique species found over here. Then
Hmm.
this particular picture is of the fan-throated lizard. Then these are the different kind of habitat occupying birds so present over there. Lesser florican is very rare species found in the area. Especially they migrate from the Rajasthan to the Karnataka, and they go through in and around Pune to Solapur to the Bidar. All these parts are covered by the lesser florican. Black bug is very unique species present over there. Chausinga is present over there. Chinkara is present over there. Then rain quills. If you go to the Mayureshwar sanctuary, you can see a lot of them. Rain
Okay.
quills are there. Then chestnut-billed sandgrouse is there. White-billed minivete is there. Fan-throated lizard is there. To see them is very unique experience and one should explore. Next one. These are the different kind of harriers which are present there. If you go to the Mayureshwar at any point of time, you will sight at least 2 to 3 harrier species. That much diversity we have. And the communal roosters, they roost in the open grassland patches. So they should be having the undisturbed, unoccupied landscape, grassland habitat to them, having the good visibility for them. Next one. Then definitely the flag species we are conserving is the great Indian bustard. Lot many people are saying that are they available over there? Then I can definitely say you there are species, good number of species available in India. 50 odd of them are available in Rajasthan. 4 or 5 individuals are in Gujarat, and one alone single female is in Maharashtra. She is roaming alone and waiting for her partner. So we started one new program which is called as the captive breeding program for the Great Indian Bustard. So very
Okay.
soon we will be starting the program and we will be re-releasing the birds to the wilderness in the Solapur district and the Ahmednagar district. So the our Great Indian Bustard will be getting his or her home ground again back to the them in coming 4 or 5 years. Next one.
Wow.
Then we have to go for the prioritization map. And
Hmm.
from the Western Ghat to the eastern side of the Pune landscape, all the vegetations are changing. If you see the density from the left to right, you can say the grassland changes. Next one. Then definitely the Indian grey wolf. Indian grey wolf is a mesopredator which is very abundant in the Pune, Ahmednagar, Satara, and Solapur districts and Nashik district. These all districts having the good population of the Indian grey wolf, and they are magnificent animals. If you go and see them in the wild, they are so beautiful and magnificent that one can forget tigers for that moment.
I completely agree.
Next one. Then the avian diversity, we have lot many avian diversity. We have the lapwings, different kind of birds. They roost in the particular habitat. Then different kind of owls are present over there, which are the some of them are migrant and some of them are the resident in that area. Next one. Then Indian corsair is also a good bird,
Indian
which is
Costa.
very fantastic bird, and you can see them in the grassland. Next one, geckos. Some of us are interested in geckos. They are very abundant in the particular area. Geckos definitely they are there in the Western Ghat ecosystem also and in the grassland ecosystem also. Next one. Yes, this
Um,
is a very unique animal. which is present over there is the striped hyena. Striped hyena, to see striped hyena in a wild is a very unique
Yeah.
experience one can see in the grassland areas. For in my service last 5 6 years, I am seeing lot many road kills also of the hyena, because they usually venture in and around the highways in search of the poultry waste.
Right.
So I recommend all the poultry owners and appeal them to do not throw the poultry waste on the road. And
Right.
the leopards. Leopards are very predominant in the Pune area, especially in the Zunnar area. Zunnar is facing lot many human conflicts also. And now the trend is changing. Lot many leopards are still going to the Indapur and the grassland area also. Once the leopards start growing and habitation of the leopards start there in the grassland areas, then it is the threat for the mesopredator which are present over there, like hyenas, wolves, jackals. So one should not considering them, promoting them in the west, particularly in the grassland. So we never release or relocate them in the grassland. We relocate them into the Western Ghat ecosystem. Next one.
Okay.
Then these are the quite pictures, like we have the Bengal fox present over there. This picture is taken near the Pune. Then the civets are there in the particular
Yeah.
zone. Then the rusty spotted cat. We have one breeding center in the Sanjay Gandhi National Park for the rusty spotted cat also. We had a good reunion of the rusty spotted cats also. Then the chinkara. Chinkara is a very key species in the Mayureshwar and in and around area. So at any given point, you can go and see 10, 15 of them simultaneously. So we have
Oh,
very good
wow.
number of chinkaras in the Mayureshwar sanctuary. Next one. Then wolf. This is the umbrella species of the particular grassland habitat. Next one. Why to conserve wolves? Definitely, wolves are the very dynamic creatures. They roam in and around the fringes of the grasslands, human habitation, agriculture farms. So they are very versatile predator. They are very adaptive animal. And the uniqueness of them is that Indian grey wolf has a very good silver coating on them, which is very beautiful, golden coating on them, which is very beautiful. And they are of a very few number, like 3,000 or globally. So we have to protect them. They are as important as tigers. So
Right.
we have to conserve them and we have to focus on the wolves. Next one. Then the threats, we know the fencings, the plotting. I already told plotting is the big threat for their
Right.
movements. Loss of habitat is going to happen. Then the preying by the dogs. We are eliminating dogs from the sanctuary area so that they cannot come in the herd and kill the wild animals. So we are eliminating and we are restricting movement of the dogs in the sanctuary areas. Next one. Then the hybridization problem is also there. Wolf and dogs getting mixed. So we are isolating the troops and getting down the individuals, dogs which are going near the wolf population. Next one. Some of the initiative we are taking for the conservation of landscape. And if we conserve the landscape, the ecosystem and the wildlife in the area will be flourish.
Right.
The sixth thing we are coming, like we have the good dams, we have the origination of the rivers in it. But if we will not trap the silt in the higher area, our dams will be having the problems of the siltation. So we are treating the upper ridges by the loose boulder structures, gabion structures, gully plug structures. Then in the areas like dry areas, we are doing the
Right.
close controlled trenches for the conservation, then the deep trenches somewhere, the TCMs. Then we are having the water holes present over there. Then we are doing some one bandaras so that lot many water storage will be there up to the main. These are the initiatives we are taking for the conservation of the particular area and habitat development of the area. Next one. The basic thing I can say that initially there was not this kind of activities going on in the grassland. So I started this. We developed the fodder nurseries. We
Mm.
had the indigenous fodder species like Paunya, Marvel, Shedia, Dongri. All these varieties we collected the seeds and we started the nurseries and we are planting them in the grasslands. We have some MOUs with the grasslanders also. They are also helping us out in the plantation
Right.
drives. So for the development is aspect, because of them, if you give the good amount of fodder to the wildlife, eventually wildlife population will flourish. Next
Absolutely.
one. Then we have the advanced rescue teams. We are doing the crowd management. We are rescuing the animals. We are rescuing the distressed animals. So we are having a good coordination among the staffs, police, and the local communities, so that we can have the rescue and immediate response for the wildlife protection. Next one. We are doing the capacity building of the team. We are training them. We are equipping them with the better equipment so that our response time will be reduced and the animals will be rescued and reunited to the wild again.
Right.
Next one. These are in brief. I try to explain what actually we are doing and what Pune landscapes are. And according to landscape, there are different kind of species varying from the Western Ghats ecosystem has the flaxen species as the Indian giant squirrel. Then if you come to the wetland ecosystem, we have the flamingos, we have the different kind of
Right.
birds which are near in the Ujni and the backwaters. In the Khadakwasla, we have lot many birds present over there. Then we have the grassland ecosystem, which is dominated by the mesopredators. Like we have the hyenas, we have the wolves. Then there are some, we can say, the sugarcane forest. We can say in the sugarcane forest we have the leopards present over there. So we have the very wide diversity of the different kind
Right.
of mammals, amphibians, reptiles. So they are present over there, and we are looking from the ecosystem perspective. We are looking from the conservation perspective, and very soon we are equipping ourselves with the new advanced technologies. We are using drones, we are using the satellite mapping, we are using the satellite signals for the fire detection. So modernization of department is helping us for the betterment of wildlife. I
Right.
think this is all from my side.
Yes, yes. So I think Tushar sir, you have really covered a lot of it, and the presentation was very impressive. A is I always felt that we were blessed to be in Pune because it is surrounded by so many good biodiversity spots where even for myself, for me, I mean, I can speak for myself. I have also not visited all of them. So I think Pune people, right from doing all kind of urban activities, should also go and visit these. So, like you said, the livelihood, the it increases. The more you visit such places, you help those people also.
Yes, yes.
So it is. So I also, we go to institutes and schools and we say that just don't take to water parks. Go to these kind of devrais or things like that where nature spots are there, and expose the children to these kind of things. So this was a wonderful presentation. I would just like to ask you a brief question. What are your learnings from the wildlife? I mean, what have you learned in your in this tenure that you've been working in wildlife?
Yes. Especially, we have a lot many myths about the wildlife. Like first myth I was having about I will go species wise. First
Right.
myth I was it is little bit interesting. You all love hearing it. I was having myth initially that Indian giant squirrel, they
Right.
just stay in the upper periphery, or we can say on the upper canopy of the tree, and they
Right.
never come down on the ground, and they never drink water, kind of notions I was having. But when I
Right.
was venturing in the forest, I come to know Indian giant squirrel, they came on the ground and they do drink water. So which was a very new finding for me. And I learned from them
Right.
ki, whatever written in the books or the whatever the said principles, they never be always true. So one should learn from the animal, and they are highly adaptive, and we can learn from them. Then about the leopard, I will say. A leopard is a nocturnal animal. They hunt in a night. Everyone knows.
Right.
So what
Right.
happened? Once finally I got a call. one leopard gave a cub inside a jhopadi and in near the habitation. So what can I do? Then first thing I did, I installed the 24 by 7, giving the real time broadcast of the camera footage to my tab. So I used to monitor them. What are they doing? Are they going out? Are they sitting? Are they leaking? Are they feeding? What she is doing actually? How she is catering or nurturing her own cubs. So I have footage for the 4 5 days. I covered everything. Then I come to know she is actually going for hunting in a daytime. And she
Okay.
is hunting in a daytime and sleeping throughout the night.
Okay.
So the notions we are having that they are nocturnal, they go and
Nocturnal,
hunting
yeah.
early morning or late evening or the midnight. It is not true. They are hunting in the broad daylights also.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that thing I learned they are adopting animal. Why to restrict them for such a notion?
Right.
Then Indian grey wolves. Grey wolves, I initially thought that they are the pack animal. They are not tolerating anybody and they are a very shy animal. But when we start the tourism in Kadbanwadi, we came to know that they are actually giving poses like tiger.
Yeah.
And wolves, which are very shy animal, they are giving you darshan for the 5,
Right.
7 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes also.
Correct.
So the notions about the wolves got changed.
Yes.
So my suggestion or my appeal to all audience is that there are some set principles, some things, some observations are there, but they are not always true. One should always explore and learn from the wildlife.
Correct. Correct. Wonderful. One more question: what kind of wildlife tourism related to these kind of activities can be, carried out in Pune so that more and more people can visit? I mean, what do you think should be brought more in these kind of, make it a little bit touristy or, a thing
Yes.
to visit,
For tourist
basically.
perspective, I will tell 3 4 prospects. First one tourism perspective is the nature walk. So
Right.
we have to go and the trails are there, different trekking routes are there. One can go and explore. Lot many forts are there, Bhima Shankar Paivat are there, Tamini Paivats are there. Definitely because of the rainy season, we close some of them, but lot many of them are open. So
Okay.
one can go as adventure tourism and explore the forts, explore the natural beauty of the Western Ghat ecosystem. Then the
Right.
second one part is like that. One can go and stay in the forest also. Like we have the guest house in the Bhima Shankar, we have in uh, Nanas also, GIB Sanctuary, one is in Rehpuri also. One can go stay and explore there also. Then we have started one new safari called as a grassland safari.
Right.
You can go and do the grassland visit like you can see the hyenas, you can see the mesopredator like wolves. You can go and see them. Then
Right.
another is a photography based tourism. So
Right.
whenever migratory birds do come here, you can go and like Amur Falcon, we have Amur Falcon present over in Pune sometime. So you can go and take good pictures of them. So different kind of tourism are there, and we are promoting tourism activity so that the local people and the local people's basic household activities like they give the homestay, they give the home
Right.
cooked food, they are acting as a guide. So their livelihood will be increased and lot many people will get aware about the forest and ecosystem by visiting such beautiful locations.
Correct. Correct, correct. This is wonderful. I mean, you summarizing it, why we should go and visit and what all avenues are there for people to go. They don't know itself, that they
Yeah,
always
yeah,
want to run to Nagpur and then go to Tadoba and, whatever. I don't deny going there is a different experience, but first you have to see what is all around us to
yes,
go,
yes,
to more bigger forests.
that,
So a little hatke from wildlife and your job and all, you had pursued getting into the Iron Man kind of this thing. What made you do that? I mean, we understand fitness is one thing, but Iron Man is the epitome of fitness. So
yes,
if you
yes.
can elaborate on that.
Yes, when I got posted in Pune, Earlier to that, my wife was also insisting me to pursue for the Ironman, but I was a bit reluctant. So when I posted here, the Pune has a good kind of facilities like swimming pools, like running coaches, the running batches, the cycling teams. So slowly, I started picking up the swimming activity, running activity, and the cycling mode of transport. But I could do the Ironman because I'm a forester. I am forester, so I have to visit different locations, different sanctuaries. Suppose, for example, I have to reach to the big one at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I used to get up at 5 o'clock, get ready my cycle, and I used to go to big one on cycle. So my
Wow.
vehicle will follow me. They will pick me up somewhere if I may not reach that location. Or if I go first, then I will stay there. They will come, then my cycle will, I will hang to the cycle hanger to my vehicle, and then again continue the field visit.
Wow. Okay.
Somewhere if I was traveling to Bhimashankar and in between I found that Dimbedharan is there or the Chaskaman is there. So I just used to stop there. I used to change, put my swimming costume. I used to swim there for half an hour. And again, I used to continue my journey to the field. So because of
Okay.
that, I used to get habit for the swim in the dams, swim in the river, or the cycling on the roads, or the running and trekking in the jungle. Because of that, I got used to it and I practice when I could doing my duty also. And because of that, I could able to finish the race.
Big congratulations, because we have 10,000 reasons. I have my work day long, I'm tired. But it was so beautiful that you culminated, your this thing into work as a part of it,
Yes.
and you could achieve your objective. I think very few people can do that.
Yes.
One last question from my end. So, how do you see yourself? I mean, it's not a very this thing. I mean, this in I mean, within 5 years, or where do you see yourself? Sorry, I would frame it that way.
Yes.
Doing what or achieving what else do you want to achieve?
Yeah, definitely. Always there are some goals which are the long-term goals. Some of them are the very
Right.
short-term goals, and some of them the day-to-day activities. But frankly speaking, I am the person who lives in the present.
Right.
So right now, what is most needed thing, I just do that.
Correct.
So if I say myself in the 5 years, as I already got selected into the IFS, I may be somewhere in the CCF rank, may be performing some duties, but in coming years, I will have the next good target, set the target, achieve it. Set the
Right.
target, achieve it. So right now, I don't have a particular target. This race I will be doing or this fitness I will be doing. This year, I am focusing on the building the muscle mass
Okay.
or the gym tone the body. So
Okay.
when I achieve this target, then I will move to the next one.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and
That's
definitely
amazing.
I am fixing one target, achieving it, and we always say, na, top of the one mountain is the bottom of next. So
Right.
until I go to the top of the current mountain, I will not see the bottom of the next.
Absolutely right. Well said. Well said.
Yeah.
This was regarding your fitness and this thing, but in professional
Yeah.
wise, how do you see yourself in the coming years?
Professional speaking, now the time has changing. I went through the mid-career training in the Delhi Secretariat, in the Dehradun, in the Uttarakhand. I went to the Spiti Valley trek for the 7 days. So I had seen the new developments in the field. So right now, as an officer, we are focusing on the digital technology-based solutions. So we are
Okay.
focusing on the real-time based monitoring systems. So we are
Okay.
bringing the AI to the forest management. We are focusing about the uh, real-time monitoring of the field activity. Like we have the MSTAT software, my God, how many distance he walked, how many animals he saw. So we are starting collecting the data.
Okay.
Right now, as a forester, we have very little data about the system. So my focus will be on the collection of the data.
Okay.
Using that data, we can use that for the better management of the wildlife and involvement of the lot many NGOs to the forest activities, so that people involvement with the good right attitude, right kind of motivation will help forest to grow.
Right.
So like if you say my major to-do list is the first to collect good data about the forest, to use the right kind of technology in the forest, to involve lot many people who are motivated for the working in the wildlife, like NGOs, like different individuals who are willing to contribute to forest, so that our entire system will grow. These are
Right.
my three agendas.
Very well said, because I think you kind of brought in the necessity of today, that is getting the digital thing on the in your this thing, the purview, entire
Yes.
thing, and also taking help. I think there's so many people who want to come ahead and help out in each way. So it's just that I mean, accepting their help, identifying those people, and then just delegating it to them, taking their help.
Yes.
So I think
Yes.
this
Yes.
will, benefit the entire wildlife. I mean, Pune wildlife also,
Yes.
particularly since we are talking about it. Yes. So I think if anyone has questions, they can put it in the chat box, or we should be good to go. There are a few people who've joined on the Facebook also. We've done a live there, so I will just wait for a
Hi,
minute.
Hemangi.
Hi, Aditya. Aditya is here.
Good
Yes,
evening,
Aditya.
all. Good evening,
Yes.
Tushar, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening. Actually, I'm really sorry to join in late because I was in a non-connection area, but I really wanted to join this meeting. And actually, I would like to thank Tushar, sir, because I've been working with him for past 2 years, and the way he has conducted himself in the field of wildlife, and the way he has mentored everything, and the way the progressive this thing he has, the progressive attitude towards looking towards the wildlife he has. I think we need more officers like him, and I really would like to see him growing in this field, in particularly in wildlife, so that wildlife is going to benefit a lot. And I'm really feeling very proud to know him in terms of being an officer who is so much associated with wildlife needs and wildlife conservation, that also he is also on the same time, at the same time he's also concerned with public awareness, and he knows his role very well, as in he plays a very good role of playing a bridge between the common people and the wildlife, and helping people like me to make people understand how wildlife is, and how we should go about wildlife. So again, thank you very much, Tushar sir, for being in Pune, and I hope to see you more and more, and hope to work with you more. Thank you.
Okay. That's great. Amazing words. I think a lot of people would have, that's also a very good, that's a kind of a award that, people talk about you in a manner, because your work speaks more than anything. I always believe that, because of your credentials. Yes. So I think that's all, Madhulika. Just I may want to say that those people who could not join today, we put this up on the YouTube and we circulate it. It's available on the YouTube. I will be soon sharing the link. So whoever all have missed it, few people have joined on the Facebook also. Please spread it all. I mean, it's kind of an awareness that a lot of people would get to know about Pune and Pune wildlife. Yeah, Madhulika.
So just a minute. I want to say
Yes,
something.
sure.
Yes. First of all, thank you, Aditya, for giving me a compliment, such a beautiful compliment. It means a lot to me. And especially the Jungle Bells teams to give me this opportunity to put forward my views on the wildlife and give the insights about the forest management and the wildlife present over there. And the Sanjeevani group for the support and inspiration he always give to us. And thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak about the Pune wildlife. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Tushar sir, for radically taking us close to wildlife in and around Pune. We express our gratitude for your valuable time and for gracing this session with your kind presence and extensive knowledge. So it was a wonderful experience to have you as a guest speaker with a deep passion for wildlife and conservation. Looking forward to hosting you for our future initiatives. Thank you once again, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, audience, for joining us. See you all in the next webinar.
Thank you.